We're back. We're back with CNN Heroes, and this over here is my dog, Chewy. She's one part city dog, one part cat. Notice how she's giving you her tail. And a million parts that old lady smoking cigarettes and drinking in a bar all day. I can actually hear her thought bubble right now. She's thinking, you look good. Have you had work done? You gonna finish that drink?
This is why Kelly and I are friends, because I actually didn't know about Chewy's secret life. I actually thought I was the only one who's created a secret life for my dog. My dog's secret life, she is a very sweet lady of a certain age. For reasons not entirely clear to me, she wears ballerina slippers, and she likes to go to bars in the afternoon and sing songs from Les Mis.
Ah.
Yeah. Not sure what that says about me.
No wonder they sniffed each other that way backstage. You know, animals can play an important and even heroic role in our lives. They're there for us in good times and in bad, and sometimes things get really bad. But when we need them the most, sometimes we're separated from them. We've seen this in disasters and in domestic violence situations. 1 in 4 women experience violence by an intimate partner in her lifetime, and yet more than 90% of domestic violence shelters don't allow pets and don't provide some placement in a nearby foster home or boarding at a local animal shelter.
Well, here to share our next hero is helping, how our next hero is helping women and their beloved pets is one of the stars of Hustlers and a champion for families belong together, Julia Stiles.
In 2005, a young woman with a lifetime of bruises and scars on her body showed up at the Shade Tree Domestic Violence Shelter in Las Vegas. She held a garbage bag filled with her clothes in one hand, and in the other, the love of her life, her cat, in a carrier. Stacy Alonso listened to this woman declare that the only one that stood by her was her cat, and if she couldn't be with it, then she would go back to her abuser. Stacy wouldn't let that happen and promised the woman to foster her cat. 2 years later, Stacy built Noah's Animal House on the shelter's grounds. Inside, there are kennels, an on-call veterinarian, and cuddle rooms for belly rubs, ear scratching, and quiet time to just be. So far, 1,700 pets have been cared for, helping women from 27 states, because a pet is a part of the family, and women deserve to be with them and to be safe.
Women won't leave an abusive relationship without their pets. When they get to the point that they need to leave, they start researching where to go. Can I bring my pets?
Come on, my love. I was going through a very abusive relationship. The bruises, they go away, but the words never do. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. We had got into an argument the night before, and he wanted to put my cat out. And I said, you know what, it's getting dangerous. Too close to something else being hurt other than myself. So we traveled for 4 or 5 days on the bus. When I got to Noah's and they took my cat in, and I looked around that place and I was like, okay, we're good, we're good.
Hi, mamas. We have had clients from 21 states. We know that there's several domestic violence shelters in every state that they're passing. That tells you the need, and that tells you the power of the relationship between the woman and the pet. When they found the courage to arrive at Noah, I think that they're preparing themselves for us to question and judge, but we don't. We just say welcome. It gets easier from here on out. When you watch the woman come through the doors and you see the anxiety and the stress on her face, and then they turn the corner and then they see their pet.
I missed you. Come here. I love you, baby girl.
And everything's right in the world for a little while.
That is not my pet. That is my son. My abuser told me if I leave, I was never going to make it. And my cat helps me with that, though. He lets me know that I am worth living.
I love you too. I love you too.
I found my purpose, and it impacts so many lives that don't feel they have a voice. I owe it to every one of them to keep going.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in honoring CNN hero Stacey Alonso.
Thank you. Thank you. This is for the courageous women who shared their stories and their pets for this honor. Arlo's mom, Sneaker's mom, Stella, Dax, and Milo's mom, and for the many others whose name I cannot say, you are our heroes. Since the first airing of our story on CNN, the percent of out-of-state clients arriving at NOAA's has tripled. Tripled. We can't judge victims on why don't they just leave when we can't remove the barrier that's preventing them from doing just that. We can't ask women to choose between leaving and leaving their pets behind to be abused. And most of all, we can't ask them to do what we know we would not. Thank you, CNN, for this honor and awareness that will bring more victims and their pets to our door.